Sir, may I come in?
Yes, please come in.
Thank you, sir.
Please have a seat. Hello, John. Please introduce yourself.
I am currently working as a digital marketing manager in A Plus Topper. I have about 3 years of experience in this field. Before this, I worked for 2 years as a content editor in UK Link, which is also an educational company. Coming to my education, I have an MBA in marketing, which I did from Christ University, London. I did my BBM from Standard College in Bristol. I am currently 33 years old and I live in Bristol with my wife.
I see. Tell me, Mr. John, why do you want to work with us? It seems like you already have a good job.
Yes, sir. I do have a good job, but I am looking for a change in responsibilities. I feel like I have reached my ceiling at my present company. Moreover, it is a wonderful company to work for, but I need more experience and exposure. Hence, I decided to take this step.
Good, that's good. So tell me why you think you would be a good fit at our company.
Sir, I have heard good things about your company in the news lately. Moreover, I believe I have the qualification and experience necessary for this job. However, I would say my biggest driving force to join your organization is my passion for this line of work. In fact, I feel enthusiastic when I do my job.
That sounds fascinating. So what responsibilities did you handle at your company?
Since my company was into the education field, we mainly focused on digital marketing, using various tools and techniques to promote our website. You see, our organization makes sales from the leads we generate online. Hence, it is an important responsibility. I also oversaw the daily tasks, which are done by my team. I also provide regular reports on the team's performance and also provide insights if there are any new trends in the world of digital marketing. That way, I can ensure that my team is up to date with the current trends and they can plan their work accordingly.
That sounds very impressive, Mr. John.
Thank you, sir.
Can you tell me your strengths and weaknesses?
I believe my greatest strength is that I am a team player. Obviously, I have to be, because handling a team is actually a big task. They require motivation to perform and try to provide them with as much motivation as I can. Simple tasks like talking to the team, listening to their problems and suggestions, and then trying to address them can be very helpful.
Yes, that sounds like what a good manager should do.
And for my weakness, I do not believe I have any. But I would be open to constructive criticism from my team or peers if they think they found a weakness in me.
That is good. Ability to own mistakes is a sign of a responsible individual.
Thank you, sir.
How quickly can you join our company?
I do have to serve a notice period of 30 days if I put down my resignation.
Okay, and what are your expectations of salary?
I would prefer if it was according to the industry.
Okay. Do you have any questions from your end?
No. I do not have any questions.
Thank you for your time, John. We will get back to you shortly.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day.
Oh, I'm nervous. I have been preparing myself a lot for this interview. This is really important for me. I need to get this job because it will help me grow professionally. Plus, the payment is really good. Why am I nervous? Because I think I'm too young for this job. No, no, no. I can't have this attitude. I am good enough to get this job, right? I'm sure I can make it. Come on, Daryl. You are the best for this job. You can do it.
Good morning. I'm sorry for the delay. I had to go to the bathroom.
Don't worry, sir. Good morning. I like your office. It has a nice design.
Thank you. It has been recently remodeled. It has a modern design. Well, let's start with the interview. Your name is Daryl Madison, right? How are you, Mr. Madison?
Yes, that's my name. I am fine, thank you. I hope you are also good. I don't know your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Michael. I am Michael Rout from the Human Resources Office.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Rout. I heard a lot about this company and I'm excited.
That's good. What have you heard about us? Good or bad things?
Oh, just great comments. I know this is one of the best companies in the country, sir.
Well, that is true. We have won many prizes due to our skills and performance. But, all right. I want you to tell me about yourself, please, Mr. Madison.
Sure. Well, you already know my name. I am from this country. I was born here. I currently live in Rosetown with my family. I live with my mom, dad, and my two brothers. I have studied at Martha's Elementary and High School. I graduated in 2012. When I was 17, I decided I wanted to study laws, and that's why I went to college. I prepared myself for over 2 years before starting studying the career. I wanted to be prepared. During that time, I also understood that this was my passion. Well, it is my passion. I started to read and investigate a lot about laws and many other things related to that. Then I went to college and studied the law career for 5 years. It was difficult, but great. I graduated 2 years ago, being the best student of my generation. I'm proud of that. As you can see, I'm still young, but I have all the desire to start working right now if possible.
That's interesting. Tell me something. How did you hear about this position?
Oh, I read that on internet. You have a website and I usually check it because you give good information. Then, last week I was reading the articles you posted and I saw you were requiring a lawyer.
I see. It's good you check our website regularly. And why do you want to work here?
As I told you before, this is one of the greatest companies in the country, and that's the main reason. I know I can contribute a lot to this company, and also that you can help me grow professionally.
All right. And why did you decide to apply for this position and not another one?
I have specialized in this topic. I have taken courses and seminars, read books, and so on. Plus, one of my dreams has always been being a civil lawyer to help people. And I know you have a big office just for civil problems and many professional people.
That's right. Now, I want you to tell me what your strengths are.
I consider that my greatest strength is the ability to hear people. I am really good at that. And because of that, I can make a better analysis of the situation to take better decisions based on that. You know, as lawyers, our job is not only solving problems, also do it in the best way possible.
That's good. And what do you consider are your weaknesses? If you have one.
Oh, of course I do. We all have weaknesses, and I am not perfect at all, sir. In fact, I think I have many weaknesses because I'm learning new things every day. But I love to have them. I work really hard every day to improve myself. And professionally speaking, I think one of my weaknesses is the lack of experience I have. I know you are used to work with experienced people who have 5, 10, or more years experience. And I have graduated 2 years ago. That's why I consider that as a weakness. But let me tell that I can learn really fast. And if I ignore something, I investigate a lot about it.
I see. And talking about your work experience. Have you worked before?
Oh, of course. Before graduating from college, I had started working as a lawyer. Or first as an intern and then as an official practitioner. I worked in Laris Company. I'm sure you know that company. Its office is next to this company's office. They're good too.
Lara's company. That's great. And how did you manage to get that job?
One day, they went to my college asking for people who wanted to participate in a project. I applied to that project and then they told me I was good at that and that they wanted me to work with them. So, I took an exam and then went through the regular interview and I started one day after.
Impressive. Maybe you don't have a lot of experience at this position, but you have worked for an important company being just a college student. I shall keep that in mind. And about this position, what abilities do you manage so you can do an excellent job here?
Well, I can speak 3 languages: French, Chinese, and Spanish. I know that's important. Because you have to deal with people from different countries. I could learn this because of my family. My mom is from France and my dad from China. They came here to settle down many years ago. And about Spanish. I learned that while I was studying at college. I have advanced level. I also work well with modern computer programs and important documents. Plus, I consider myself as a good leader too. I led large groups of people when I was studying. To create important projects, and also I won a competition where I had to present a project.
That's fantastic. To finish, how do you see yourself in 5 years?
To be honest, I would like to create new projects in this company. Projects that can help people. And of course, it will benefit the company interests. I have some ideas to propose. That's professionally speaking. And about my personal life, of course I want to have a family.
And are you able to relocate? You know we have a lot of branch offices.
I have no problem with that. In fact, it would be an amazing new experience for me.
Great. Well, I don't have more questions, Daryl. You were good. I can't give you a confirmation right now, but you were really good. I think you can make it. I just have to talk to the general manager about this interview, but I will advise him to hire you. Of course, you will have to start with a minimum salary, but then it will increase a lot. Don't worry.
I'm fine with that. I really appreciate your consideration. I will do my best, I promise.
I'm sure about that. Well, thanks for coming today, and I will see you probably tomorrow. We shall call you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really hope you have a great day.
All right, then. Your name is Jordan James. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Good morning. I'm here for the job interview.
I see. I shall ask you a few questions to see if you qualify, okay?
Of course, sir. I'm very motivated to get this job. We can start now.
All right. Let's see. Could you tell me about yourself and describe your background in brief?
Well, I come from a small town where opportunities were limited. Since good schools were a rarity, I started using online learning to stay up to date with the best. I had to do that. That's where I learned to code, and then I went on to get my certification as a computer programmer. After I got my first job as a front-end coder, I continued to invest time in mastering front and back-end languages, tools, and frameworks, and many other things. As you can see, I did not go to the best college, but I studied hard to get good knowledge. I like investigating by myself. I usually read blogs and search online courses.
I think that's good. I forgot to ask you at the beginning. How did you hear about this position?
I learned about the position through LinkedIn, as I have been following your company's page for a while now. I am really passionate about the work you are doing in the programming area. So I was excited to apply. The required skills match well with the skills I have, sir. And it seems like a great opportunity for me to contribute to your mission, as well as a great next move for my career.
I see. I need to ask you, what type of work environment do you prefer? Because here we like to work as a team. We try to help each other all the time. But also you can get a lot of pressure because we are constantly launching new projects.
That sounds great to me. I like fast-paced work environments. I am used to it. Because they make me feel like I am always learning and growing. It's fantastic. I feel I really thrive when I am collaborating with team members and helping people. My last internship was at an organization with a similar culture, and I really enjoyed that balance.
Well, once I told you that, I need to know, how do you deal with pressure or stressful situations?
Well, something I have to tell you is that I realize stressful situations are always going to come up. And I definitely have had to learn how to navigate them throughout my career. I think I get better at it with every new experience. And that's interesting. While working on a new product launch at my last company, for example, things were not going according to plan with my team. It was a difficult time for us. But let me tell you that instead of pointing fingers, my first reaction was to take a step back and figure out some strategies on how we could solve the problem at hand. Being calm was definitely a step forward and helped me approach the situation with more clarity.
When you are balancing multiple projects, how do you keep yourself organized?
I was used to juggling projects at my last job where I was often moving between coding one software program to another. I used the time boxing technique to make sure they are all on track. Allocating time on my calendar for certain tasks. For example, on Monday, only software, and so on. I have found it really helps me prioritize what needs to get done first. And it holds me accountable for the more repetitive day-to-day tasks I'm responsible for. Of course, I have also tried other methods to be organized. For example, some apps. But I will always look for the best option to do my job better. That's for sure.
Tell me something. What did you do in the last year to improve your knowledge?
The extra time I had really allowed me to get introspective around where I want to take my career. I read a lot of journals to keep abreast of the latest ideas in my field. I read them every day. Also, I sharpen my skills by taking some online courses, such as coding, Excel, French. And not only that. I also traveled to Spain for a programming conference. There, I could learn a lot about new programming methods and many other things.
Okay, then. I need you to tell me, what are your salary expectations?
Based on my skills and experience and on the current industry rates, I must say, I'm looking at a salary around $2,000 to $3,000 approximately. Obviously, we can negotiate that amount of money and also the bonuses and so on.
All right. I will take note of that. Don't worry. Are you applying for other jobs?
I have applied to a couple of other firms, but this role is really the one I am most excited about right now. As I told you before, I really love the way you manage your programming area. And also, I know this company is one of the most important in the city and country.
From your resume, it seems you took a gap year. Would you like to tell me why that was?
During my last year at my previous job, I felt I was not prepared to ask for a pay raise and promotion. So I took a course for a few months to learn new things that can help me get my goals. It may seem a little random, but the time I spent actually helped me develop so many new skills. I have learned a lot in the areas of leadership, communication, programming. During that time, I realized that I wanted to get a better job. More challenging. A job that can help me grow professionally and where I can learn a lot of new things. Then, I decided to apply for a new job position, and here I am. I feel ready now, sir.
Perfect. Tell me, is there anything else you would like us to know?
No, sir. I think we have covered most of it, but just to summarize, it sounds like you're looking for someone who can really hit the ground running. And with my previous experience in programming, I think I would be a great fit.
All right, then. I think that's all. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I have a question. What can you tell me about your new projects or plans for growth?
That's an interesting question. Recently, we have signed one of the biggest company's contracts. And we will have to open new branch offices around the world because of that. That's why we are looking for experienced people to start with this new big project.
Fantastic! I can start tomorrow if you think I'm the one for this job.
I will keep it in mind. Well, I think that's all. We will call you to give you an answer. Thank you so much for coming to this interview, and I hope you have a good day.
No, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you.